Catherine, tell us a bit more about this final route that the Queen is travelling through London, through the British capital at the moment.
It's not a very long route. It's just over 2 miles here from Westminster Abbey up to Wellington Arch, but it's going to take about 45 minutes in total to reach there, because this procession is very, very long and it's travelling very, very slowly and solemnly past some very iconic locations in central London as well. I'm sure you can hear behind me there are so many various military bands involved in this. I'm obviously, as you said, at Westminster Abbey. We still have part of the procession passing me here right now, and I can see on my monitor that the front of the procession is already on the Mall. So this is going to be a very grand, solemn sight for all of those people along that route. As I said, taking in Whitehall, the road where so many government buildings are, the Mall, as I said, Buckingham Palace, up Constitution Hill, and then ending, as we said, at Wellington Arch. Now, there are so many people lining that route. Those procession points, those bits of pavement where people were allowed to stand, filled up already a couple of hours before the funeral even began this morning. People were taking their places yesterday already. I spoke to a young woman who'd flown here specially from Vancouver in British Columbia in Canada to take part in this and to see the Queen go by. And as I said, this procession moving very slowly. They will get to have a very close look at it as it goes past. So one of the details that we've not talked about that they'll get to see is one of those personal touches I was mentioning. The wreath on top of the Queen's coffin, put there by the family with a personal note. It says, "In loving and devoted memory, Charles R." And I can tell you that that wreath contains flowers from Buckingham Palace gardens, also from the gardens of Clarence House, that's Charles's residence up to now, and Highgrove House, his other residence in Gloucestershire in the west of England. And within there are some very symbolic plants included: rosemary for remembrance, myrtle, an ancient symbol of happy marriage. And that's been taken from the actual plant which provided the myrtle for the Queen's own wedding bouquet in 1947. English oak as a symbol of love as well, and the entire thing sustainable at the request of King Charles III, this known environmentalist. Those are some of the details that the people all along this route are going to get to see, as I said, moving at a very solemn pace, and will arrive at Wellington Arch at 1 p.m. local time here in London.
Thank you, Catherine. Catherine reporting for us from just outside Westminster Abbey, where the Queen's state funeral wrapped up a few moments ago.